Holy shit. So, I just learned something. Iowa is, I think they said they were the main producers or providers of whatever for pig. And there's a bunch of vegetables. I can't remember exactly what they were, but um, they provide a ton, probably a lot of the country with food. From what I understand, I don't know. I haven't checked any kind of news outlets or anything like that, but a land hurricane has come through Iowa. And they said half a million people are out of power. Um, and some people don't even have a place to stay. But how convenient for them to destroy the crops right before the second wave happens. And the reason why that they're not covering it on all mainstream or shitstream media is because they want to keep it under wraps, because that, well, from what I believe, this is how they're gonna perpetuate the food shortage. I just don't. People right now are putting all their faith, all their marbles, their whole heart, whatever, into Donald Trump. Or I'll just say a president for that matter. Because I don't dislike or like Donald Trump. I just, I just don't pay attention to it. But everybody is like, I don't know. I get mixed feelings, because it's like some YouTubers are like, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, and it might sound a negative, because I guess it is negative, but he's not being negative. He's just trying to show you guys. And then you have, on the other hand, these other people who are saying that everything's going great right now, that all the pedophilia is being brought to the light, and everyone's getting arrested, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And I can see how people think that, but I don't buy it either. I just don't. I just feel like all this is all a show. And I'm not saying that they're not saving kids. I'm not saying that they're not doing it, that Donald Trump's not doing anything good. Who's to say whoever's put him in office, and I mean financially, the people who run him, so to speak, or are his bosses, who's to say they didn't give him the go-ahead to fix some things, to make it look like he's going to be the one that saves his country. I don't know. I just keep playing this scenario in the back of my head, is that he's going to keep continuously making positive steps and doing positive things to quote unquote change what's happening right now. And I feel like something dramatic's going to happen, and it's all going to come to a halt. And the reason why I say that is because It is a perfect way, all right, to lure you back in, put all your thought, heart, mind, and soul into it, because people think that somehow everything's just ending right now. When people forgot, like, I don't know, people just, I think it's almost like they forgot where we're at and who we're dealing with, you know? Um, Sorry, I had to pause it right there. Well, even though y'all didn't see the pause, but I totally forgot what I was talking about. But that's, hey, that's me. Cause I go into these, start talking, and I go on these tangents like I'm doing now. But anyway, so um, lure everybody back in. Everyone puts their mind to it. Yay, we're doing this. Save the children. Da da da. Da. You know, whatever. And then, you know, maybe he keeps on progressing and doing better and better and better, bigger things and bigger and better things, and all of a sudden, boop, his feet are swept from under him, and everyone just jaw drops like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? What's gonna happen now? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. People don't, y'all can't forget that they're 1,000 years ahead of us, and that's just guessing. I don't know. It just frustrates me, because I sit here and watch a bunch of people start to quote unquote wake up, and then they get to like the political part of I don't even of what's really happening politically, and it's like they just stop. And people are literally getting caught up in this political system. Oh, he's a liberal. This is a Democrat. This is a Republican. Like, none of that matters. Why don't people get that? Why don't people understand that the two things are one? I don't know. I really don't. I don't have an answer for that one. But it's just frustrating. It's just because, like, some days I'm like, man, am I wrong? Like, I'm starting to question myself and be like, should I be, you know, with what he's doing? You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, nah, man, nope, not falling for that. Because I don't believe it, man. I just don't, you know? I really don't, you know? It just doesn't make any sense. Maybe I just don't know enough. I don't know. But it just doesn't make sense how he's doing all this good stuff, and he's trying to save us and do this and do that. But he ain't done nothing with 5G. I mean, from what we understand, whether it's the real Bill Gates or not, he's still running around pushing his vaccine. And countless other things that are going around, you know? And the other thing is that, do you honestly think the people, the richest people in the world, like, let's just for instance say Amazon. I mean, the guy And there's even people probably got more money than that. You're just never going to know. Do you think those people are going to get arrested? No. Why? Because you and I and everyone else in this game that we're playing has no clue who they are, because they don't want to be known, and they probably won't be known because they'll never be in the mainstream media, and they'll never be on YouTube or TV or whatever, because they understand that all of this has, they feed it to us with one, as one thing, and then it secretly is doing this other thing that's going against us. And that's with almost everything. Literally. I don't know. I just don't feel good about what's happening right now. And, it's just why, I don't know. I just, why all of a sudden is a, almost dropped it. Why is it all of a sudden, a president's now deciding to fix things? You know what I mean? And then somebody might say, well, because we haven't had a good president in there. Well, if you guys realize that, that every president's related, that's another thing. But they're all related. They all come from a different, same bloodline. So what does that tell you? It tells you that it's all theater, and that, yeah, it looks like he's doing good, and it looks like he's saving children, and it looks like he's doing this, and maybe he is saving children, I don't know. But he's playing out his part, alright? And if the Simpsons, which I don't think the Simpsons have been wrong yet, he's obviously not gonna be here forever, I guess. Well, I mean, nobody's here forever, but you get what I'm saying. They portrayed him, I don't know how he died, but they portrayed the president dead in a coffin on The Simpsons. So we'll see, I'm not wishing death on anybody, but they do. I guess that's it. What do y'all think?